My name is Marie-Hélène and I'm from Geneva, Switzerland, and I'm a writer for the McGill International Review. I'm currently in my last year at McGill studying international development, communications, and French Lit. This month I published an article for MIR entitled Uganda's Refugee Paradise. So in my article I look at Uganda's progressive refugee policy and how it aims to empower refugees and integrate them into Uganda's society. Uganda's liberal stance attracted a lot of positive coverage from both Western and Ugandan press who named the country a refugee's paradise. I argue that this coverage is actually misleading because Uganda's refugee policy is actually pretty flawed and poses many economic and social barriers for refugees. So for instance, the policy completely neglected refugees' identities, and as a consequence, they weren't able to successfully integrate them into their communities. So I also look at the economy of refugee camps, which is something that I'd never really considered. And what's super interesting is that Uganda actually has the largest refugee camp in the world. So the economy that is generated through humanitarian aid is actually now competing with Uganda's national economy. So I was interested in this topic because I wanted to draw attention to other refugee crises that are happening outside of the Middle East, but more generally, I'm also really interested in global migration. So coming from a city where almost half of the population is foreign, I find migration patterns and process of integration really interesting. So Uganda's policy and the press coverage it received completely skimmed over elements like national identity that are essential when finding your place in a new country. So I hope that by reading my article, viewers understand that liberal foreign policies are great, but in order to be successful, they cannot neglect the identity of their recipients.